Neat Nicole likes to boast. Aunt Jordan likes to roast. Sir Charles keeps it crisp. She cues the butter to the toast. Now it's time to keep it real. Competition not close. One stop for debating. Reality shows and this kids be the most. I'll be damn. I'll be damn. I'll be damn. Podcast going ham. I'll be damn.
And welcome back to I'll Be Damn, episode 4, domestic violence. Somebody whooping somebody's ass on today's show. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We're gonna keep it 100.
I already whooped Ann's wife ass, so you know she. I did it. She got a black eye. She behind the scenes right now.
We're not gonna start that, cause I'm gonna bust your ass.
You know what? Catch me
Domestic
outside. How
violence,
about
guys.
that?
We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Welcome, Jeremiah.
What's up, y'all?
Introduce yourself.
My name is Jeremiah Cuts, Anthony's little brother.
That's a perfect name, Cuts. And we talking about domestic violence. We know what the fuck you be doing.
Hey,
All right?
don't put me like
Yeah.
that, bro.
Well, introduce yourself, my guy.
I'm Sir Charles.
All right.
Miss Neat Nicole.
Q, and I am from the Slapperhole tribe. No.
Oh my God. Boy, coming out shots on
This is supposed to be a serious topic.
You gotta throw some humor in there. Just a little bit.
On the real, man, honestly, we always like to have humor within every we do because it's always the breaking of the ice on every topic, every subject. Some people, you know, it's hard for them to talk about certain things, so we always want to be able to make them laugh. But you have had maybe some experience or something you want to talk about with the subject because you was. Go ahead, let it roll.
I done had plenty of experiences, you know what I'm saying, with a woman
You put bitches out.
I ain't saying
Why
all
they
that
gotta
now.
be bitches?
Hold you, president.
Why can't they be women?
I'm gonna say unstable creatures. That's my new word for y'all. So, I've had, you know, I feel like every black man that's been with a black woman has had experiences where there has been a fight or two in their household. So, but I'm gonna lay out a scenario for y'all. So, there was a study shown. There was an actual. I ain't gonna say a study. It was a situation. It was a situation on YouTube where they were trying to see basically. When it came to domestic violence, how it pertains to both men and women. So what happened was they took two people. They took a man and a woman, made them pretend like they were dating. So at first they had the man act like he was abusing a woman in public. Okay? So he was abusing a woman in public and everything like that. They were having like an argument. He was like jerking her around, pushing her, all that type of stuff.
Right.
Men would come, everybody would come to her
I
aid.
saw that.
Everybody
Yeah, I
came,
saw
okay,
that.
right. So everybody came to her aid. They was like, hey man, what you doing? Why you doing that? Don't be putting your hands on her, all that type of stuff. Okay, so once they told everybody, hey, this is an experiment, this is a study we doing, it's not real. They was like, oh, okay, we just wanted to see how y'all would react. Cool. As Q would say, reverse it. So we reverse it, and they showed the woman abusing the man.
And they
And
looked
then
that shit
basically
off.
when you see that, you see the woman doing it to the man, and everybody looks at it and they're laughing. Like, so whatever they're arguing about, oh, you cheat on me with this stupid thing. Well, how could you do that to me? All that type of stuff. But she's hitting him, she's pushing him, she's grabbing him. Meanwhile, society is looking at it like, oh, this nigga about to get fucked up.
Right.
Like, we looking at it like they're laughing at it. So my question is, when it comes to domestic violence, is why is it taken so seriously when it comes to a woman, but then when you see a man going through it, it's not taken as...
Because if a man get his ass whooped, he's looked at as a bitch.
Right.
He's a what?
He's a bitch.
Pussy.
He's a bitch if he gets his ass
If a
whooped by
woman can whoop a man's ass, you not gonna get no goddamn respect out here in these streets.
I mean, it ain't the fact about...
Hand on hand, we talking about weapon.
Women are aggressive too.
But yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But it ain't about the fact that the nigga's a bitch, because necessarily a woman could be whooping on a nigga, but a nigga has the values and the morals not to put his hands on a female.
Run. I bet you won't catch you.
Run. I mean, I don't know if you've seen a mad ass black woman, but they fast as hell when they mad. I'm just saying.
They crackhead?
I don't know what they are.
Now crackhead ass, they fast.
No, they fast. Okay, I'm like, when you piss a black woman off and you run, they gonna chase you and they gonna catch you. I'm just being
Have you
real.
ever put your hands on the, you ever put your hand on a man, Sneak?
No.
Oh, she
You never hit a man before.
Never did that.
You ain't never slapped a man. Gloria,
I
have
mean,
you?
not in a malicious way. I'll say that.
But it was just I was but yes, I have.
You have. Okay. I mean,
It
I feel
wasn't
like
me.
it has happened. Like, I'm just saying, but
Let y'all
like,
know, yeah, the dude,
For the record.
but
for the record, She didn't fuck me with shit.
But that's the thing. Nobody should put their hands on anybody. That. Let me just lead off with that statement right there. No hands should be put on anybody.
Put it to you like this. I'm from Chicago.
Oh,
and my mom taught me somebody put their hands on you, you hit their ass.
Now, I agree with you. My mom is from South Dallas, and I remember this like it was yesterday. I came home from school. I was in elementary, and chick had hit me at lunchtime, and I came. Nigga, I'm not saying I was in elementary.
She was too, goddamn. You got
All right, nigga. I'm like, nigga, I don't know what fighting is, nigga. I'm young as hell. Okay, so.
She did.
Bro, I don't even remember exactly what grade I was in, but I was in elementary. So the girl had hit me at lunchtime. And
What
so
kind of hit though? Like
I
punched you in the
don't
face?
know. I can't remember. Like I don't think she punched me. I think it was like a slap or she slapped me on the back of my head or something like that. She did something. I can't remember exactly. But I came home crying to my mom and I said, Mom, this girl had hit me or whatever. And she was like, what you do? And I told the teacher. They was like, no, you hit that bitch. And I said, what? And I was shocked. I was like, what? Hit the girl? And she was like, yeah, you hit that bitch because she man enough to hit you. She man enough to get hit by a man. So I was like, okay. But then that's why, I had a 2-parent household. My dad backdoored and was like, son, I hear what your mama's saying, but we don't hit women in this house.
So you just get your ass whooped?
Well, he's not necessarily saying that, but he's saying, hey, if you do hit a woman, you gonna go to jail behind it. He was like, we don't put our hands on women. Now he didn't know. Now my dad, he didn't know how to. I'm in elementary school, so how do you explain that to me or how to deal with the situation? So basically, he made it seem as if telling the teacher was the correct thing to do. At that point in time, as a kid,
So
it
he's
is.
a tattletale.
I wouldn't have told
This nigga's a snitch. Tekashi 6ix9ine in elementary, goddamn.
But no, how do you? So if a woman, y'all both grown.
Now we grown. Now hold on,
she hitting you
grown.
now. So now, how do you handle it as a man? Because
If you ain't cornered with a fucking weapon, you have no reason to hit a woman.
Say that again.
That's
If you are not cornered
with a weapon,
fucking weapon, there's no reason you should have to hit a woman because men's strength are 10 times stronger than a fucking woman.
But
my sister tell you, you better shake that hoe.
You better shake that hoe, yeah, like whatever, yeah. But this is the thing though. Shanique, this is a question that I have for you, being a woman. Were you ever taught in your household not to put your hands on a man?
I wouldn't.
Have you ever had that talk with any of your
Your
parents at that
mama
point in
say
time?
tell you that.
No, but
Why?
because my parents respect each other and they're not.
No, but it ain't about
No,
them
I'm saying-
respecting each
I'm
other.
saying, when you're young, you look up to your parents and you see how they act, how they interact with other people and each other.
But that may not be
So-
your situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying my situation.
No, but I'm saying that may not be your situation. That needs to be taught in the household.
But I'm saying,
you
it
wasn't
wasn't-
taught that in the household.
It wasn't a lesson, but it was an action. It's how they interacted with each other.
So you learned off of what they did in the household. Right. And I think that's the biggest problem with black women when it comes to domestic violence is they're not taught to not put their hands on men.
It's not said at all, and it's like, why would you put your hands on somebody that you know is physically stronger than you?
Yes.
Can bust your ass
You know
and
the
knock
funny
you out.
thing about this, bro? Me and my wife had this discussion. I didn't even know this was a topic today. Real shit. Did not know this was a topic. Me and my wife had this discussion today. That where we come from, Marquise, we understand it. My grandma have said, "Don't put yourself in a man's position." Has she not? And what that mean? Don't put yourself in a man position. My wife was like, "What the fuck you mean? Don't put yourself in a man."
Is she saying this to a woman?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Reason
yeah.
why.
Okay.
And that means physically, not mentally. Not mentally. And the thing is, because a man, if you're going to get in that position, you're going to get in the fire of a man and start putting your hands on him, and I expect to get hit back, you might got another thing coming. Now, am I saying it's okay to hit a woman? No. But for every action, there is a reaction.
And that's what I'm saying.
So
How many
if a
men do
woman-
you know when they get hit? A lot of them just react.
A lot of them
A
do.
lot of us do.
A lot
We
of them
all
do.
react. It
And
ain't
is
no,
it
it ain't no like, did you just? No. As soon as we get hit, we
But is it
we coming
okay?
right back.
No,
with
it's
it.
not- it's not okay.
But it has to be repeatedly though.
Joe
Like,
Mixon?
you keep pushing this man.
Goddamn Ray Caruth.
Right. If you keep pushing a man to the point to where he keep watch out, move, get back, stop, and you keep coming, you asking for that.
You really asking for
You know
it.
what? You know what?
But regardless, okay, bro. I'll give you this. It's been plenty of scenarios. Let's talk about it. The bus driver in Houston when he knocked the chick out and threw off the
That
bus.
shit was crazy.
Was he justified or no?
Fuck no.
He was not justified.
Fuck no. No.
Why not?
Bro, okay, I'm gonna give a scenario, right? I showed my wife this, right?
Okay.
I got both of her arms, right? I took my hand, got her wrist, and said, get out of it. Go hard as you possibly can. I'm sitting up here laughing at her trying to get out of this. The strength of a man is so vastly overpowered 70%. A woman, exactly, 70%, that, bro, you have no reason to actually hit a woman unless she has a weapon and you're cornered. Because my wife is literally struggling just to move her arms out. I'm doing this. I'm laughing at her. She ain't moving.
But you gotta
think about this too. The strongest woman in the world, right? Bitch is 300 pounds.
Why she gotta be a bitch?
No, he
I
said
said
bench.
woman.
Bench.
See,
I
we
heard
keep
bitch.
talking about it every time. We can say bitch, but they hear bitch.
I thought you said. I thought you said she.
Goddamn black woman radar went up. It got a beat.
That sounds like a bitch to me.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my God.
You the one saying in the tone. We can say bitch, right?
Yeah, you weren't high enough.
Oh,
Yeah, high. Bitch.
okay. There we go. But 300 pounds? You know how many dudes in the gym lift that daily? Rep that shit? This is the strongest woman in the world. At the highest level. So that's the reason why men, we have to take accountability at it. There's certain things where the double standard fails at, and that's on us on this one. Because we are so overpowered on women, we have no reason to actually put our hand on the women. Now, don't get me wrong when I say I understand some situations. Oh, hell yes. When a dude getting hit by a woman, he gets smacked in the face, every action is a reaction. As soon as that pop hit, it's like,
Baby boy,
at you.
baby boy. When he been smacked
Back at
Jody,
you.
and then it came around back.
He thought about it for a second.
Don't agree
No, that
with
was
you.
hurting, and he said,
No, Jody was mad.
Right, but he thought about it for
like
half
she
a
popped his
second.
ass. It wasn't no like no. I hate you. No,
But
she.
that's where
she
we had
popped
that
his
conversation with earlier with me and my wife. She was like, well, usually what happened when we put hands on a man?
Okay, why are you portraying her to be some super ghetto
That's what
chick?
she was doing today. The ghetto sister came out today in this motherfucker. Usually she's like, baby, I love you. Everything's great. Today it was like, why do you think we hit a man? Why we hit a nigga?
Just because y'all have
Cheating,
just because
right?
you think you have a reason for it, the nigga don't mean that it's right.
Right. But see, what happens in cheating is where it happens the most. They catch us cheating, right? Or not catch us, not in the act, but they find out we
What did
cheat.
they find out?
And they put their hands on it. They want to tear up our shit. They want to throw shit out. That is allowing, now you're putting yourself in a man's position. Now you're going ahead, now you're in the fire. You know, what happened? We cheated on you, right? We didn't touch you. So why are you touching us? So there I understand, I don't agree,
But when you-
but I understand why a man reacts that way.
But just like a woman, just like it's easy for somebody to say a man walk away. Like you just brought up the fact about cheating
Corner.
and all that type of stuff. Okay, but no, I'm just saying regardless. You tell a man, hey, if a woman did it, just walk away or just, get out of it. Whatever. Right. But you know what I'm saying? You just put a whole scenario with a woman cheat, she find out you cheating, she throwing your shit out, all this type of shit. And then on top, why can't they just walk away?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But,
what
it's
they're-
but that's what I'm saying.
That's
When
what put themselves in a man's position.
I hold men and women accountable, bro. Don't think that it's okay to hit a dude, especially when you know we not supposed to touch y'all.
Put them
Don't
accountable,
make it
but you
seem like
can't
it's
put them
okay for y'all to do it to us, and then
put
get
them
mad at the
accountable, but you
reaction.
can't put them as equal.
Huh?
Put them accountable,
No.
but you can't.
Yeah, that's fact. But you can't blame somebody for in the moment either.
No, there's a thing called a past crime of passion. That is a real thing.
It's
I mean, but I'm just saying though, like my
I
nigga,
don't know
if
about
you
that
hit
motherfucker.
if you hit a man, that nigga probably gonna hit you back.
And I'm not.
But this
I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
But let me ask you this. Okay, so this is where I have a problem with. So a woman hits a man, and pretty much nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Like man could call the police and say she hit me. How many niggas we know? How many females we know going to jail for domestic violence?
Not many. But That's the double standard that we lose on. Women lose on almost every double standard outside of that. On some real shit. Outside of women liking women and men liking men, we lose on almost we win on almost every double standard, but those. So
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think there's more.
We win on double standards, bro.
So you telling me right now? This I know it's all. Your chick say I'm gonna bring another chick in the bedroom. You gonna be like, yeah, but she tell you she bringing another nigga in the bedroom.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm
That's where we lose. Okay,
I'm not saying that that's not valid, but I'm saying that's not just the only two double standards.
No, but what I'm saying is, you preference my ass. How many dudes gonna say no to another woman coming to the bedroom? Yeah, crickets. Exactly. Because we're
preference though. He would prefer a woman than a man.
Shit, you
hell yeah.
But what he's saying is like having seen two lesbians is more accepted than
Like-
seeing two gay dudes.
Two. I've asked this question. It's off topic. We're gonna roll back to it. But I've literally asked lesbian women, "Do you watch gay porn from men?" No, this shit's disgusting. Because women don't even want to see two dudes together.
True.
But that's the double standards where they win on.
Right.
Well, we lose. We don't lose on most of those. We win on most of them. Like a man can go out, fuck different women. Oh, praise is good, but a woman looked at as a whole. Like we don't lose on most of the double standards. That's a double standard where because most men can get out of domestic violence situations when there's not a weapon.
But okay, so here's my question. I'm gonna direct this to Shanique since she's a woman. If you know that we're stronger than y'all, why would you hit us?
That's what I want to figure.
Like, why would you poke the lion and you know he can
Use
eat
the
your
goddamn
ass?
beehive.
So I personally don't push a man.
Well, we know that, but I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying
Speak
like
for the women.
What? Just speak for the women in general.
What I would assume.
I got you.
What I would assume is that it's coming from a place of rage. I mean, I'd assume most women, if you were to take a poll of the ones that have hit a man,
Right.
most would be rage.
And when you enrage, you don't think.
You don't think
you act,
or
you react before you think.
Definitely, it's all
So
circumstantial.
she's imploding.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
100%. I don't think women.
But does that make it right?
Now,
And then
listen to
especially if
this.
the man reacts.
I
But it
don't-
goes back to the moment.
Hold on. I don't think that women go around just hitting a man because they feel like they can.
No, I don't think
Whereas
most.
men,
Not most.
Whatever.
No.
Whatever. I feel like that is completely
That's
bullshit.
all right. You don't got your ass whooped.
No,
every
it ain't
time.
saying that I got my ass whooped. It's about what I seen in society just and throughout life.
You see women just run off and just bust it.
Bro, I seen a lot of women hit niggas just because they know niggas are not allowed to fight back.
I've seen those in the.
So what do you mean? And that, to me, those are the real bitches.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nigga, a lot of females will hit a nigga and they know damn well that the nigga is taught from birth not to put their hands
I've
on
even
a
seen
fucking
that
man.
on like what was
but
it?
then they be like, I know I'm gonna hit this nigga because I know he can't hit me back.
Like on World Star. I've
What
seen
you?
that a few
When they
times.
provoke us, yeah, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
But see,
like, nah,
but
bro.
this-
Like,
but
I'm
this
gonna treat you. I want to treat you like a nigga for
But hold
real.
on. I had a group. Hold up. Don't get me wrong. I understand that.
Okay.
100%. But the problem with most men, how many times have you seen an instance where you're in a corner, backed up, where you can't get away from the situation? See, because at the end of the day, when you go, what happens when we use the same thing? I want to jump subjects, but when we use the same thing about women in the state of being raped and those things, right? What's going to happen in court? Are you going to be able to use it in court? Did you try to evade that situation? Did you try to get rid of that? No. We reacted the wrong way. And the fact that we reacted and we're so much stronger than them, we're so much powerful than them, and we can do so much more damage than them, we as men have to learn to avoid those situations. That's why we say women got to get out of that quote-unquote rape situation. We got to learn how to get out of those. I'm not saying it is correct that a woman do that. But as men, we have to learn how to get out of those situations because we know off top, if we hit a woman, do we win or lose?
We lose.
All day long. So knowing that, we got to start being smarter in those situations.
So what is the?
Get
So
the fuck
if
out.
you're saying that, what is? So then that's my next question. What is the resolution? How do we get out of it?
Leave.
I mean, of course.
It's more honorable if
But I'm
you're in a
just saying,
situation.
like, my nigga, but you're in the moment and
You
shit is
leave.
going
Moment
down.
gonna get your
And
ass
shit is
10
happening.
to 5.
Hey,
5 to 10.
Now I'm gonna tell you something that I was involved in. So I have a lesbian best friend, and I went out with her.
You beat her up because she was a stud?
No, listen, and that's the story. It was a stud.
I mean, she dressed like a nigga.
Nah, look,
she was a nigga.
Nah, it was a stud.
I thought she was a nigga. She had a good ass costume on. I thought she was a full blown nigga. So I jammed the fuck out. I didn't know she was a female until she took her hat off.
Wait.
Nah, for a guy, let's go. Go ahead.
It was a stud, and she was coming at me reckless. Like when you telling me like, nigga, I will fuck you up.
What'd you do to her?
And I'm looking. I didn't do nothing. She thought I was trying to talk to her chick, but I wasn't trying to talk to her chick. But she coming like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up. But I noticed a female. But the way she's coming at me and walking up on me
reminded you of a dude.
My instincts is, shit, I'm about to knock the fuck out her ass. And I don't care. So in that instance, would I would have been wrong because she's walking up on me?
Yes, bro.
But she said, at the same time, because we talking about.
Did you know she was a woman?
Time out, look. See, no, because at the time, look. She identified as a male.
Don't give a fuck.
I would have been obligated to knock her ass out.
Hey, no, because we've been seeing that all around.
Hey,
niggas are transgender than the fucking females, and they're going into women's sports.
No,
and they identify
Hey,
themselves as a
she
woman.
identified herself as a dude.
No.
And I said, shit, if you gonna identify yourself as a dude, I ain't gonna feel bad.
Hold
on.
So you telling me why she running at you? Oh shit, she identified as a dude. I'm about to whoop her ass.
No, in my head. No,
I got a reason.
No, and then it go back to in that moment because in my head.
Why did she think you was trying to talk to the girl?
I know. What were you doing?
I wasn't doing nothing. I was with my nigga. Listen, can I tell a story?
Can I tell
a story?
You were listen.
No, listen, Ed. Would you just listen?
Go ahead. I'm all fucking in.
Listen.
I was standing there with my best friend. She knows the girl, and I talked to her. I said, "Hey, Nene want to talk to you." And old girl thought because
I'm gonna take a shot my goddamn self for this.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
But not okay.
But
so, yeah,
it was a miscommunication, and she took it
Clearly.
the wrong way.
You trying to hire a bitch, were you?
No, bro, the bitch was ugly.
That a hell no. I think he deserves a shot for
That's
that.
a hell no.
Hell, no, she was ugly. I didn't want her.
That ain't no hell
Take
no.
that shot.
I'm somewhat on your side.
But at the same
What were you? What?
Huh?
What?
What?
What was it?
I thought the bro nigga
Hold
said something.
on. Marquis said in the whole thing.
You in my situation, bro.
Take a shot
This
or
big
not?
bitch with her haircut, got her titty strapped down, walking up and telling you, I'm about to fuck your ass up, nigga. What?
Goddamn, Tony, your fade better than mine.
We need another man.
Bobby.
Shout out no Q.
Nah, no
Okay,
shot.
no
No
shade, bro.
shot. No shot. But yeah, it's tough being in a situation like that because they walk around, they fucking pants sagging, grabbing like they got a dick.
You know
all kinds of
like,
shit.
Bro, they literally out
So-
Halloween every day. For
So
them.
it's like when they charge you up,
Halloween every day for them.
Whoa.
but your instincts had to, you had to check your instincts.
I said it.
Yeah, because and one, we in Chicago, and anybody who from Chicago.
But you already said you knew she was a woman.
I knew
First
she.
of all, niggas from Chicago crazy off.
First off, I knew
so
she was a woman.
we not finna just sit here and
We
just
over there
think
on-
like
I
Chicago.
don't know if
motherfucking
anybody in
place.
Chicago
That's
watching-
fucking Disneyland for violence.
We over there on Stony
You want
Island.
violence? Go to Chicago.
And she walking up on me talking about, nigga, I'm about to fuck your ass up. My first instinct is, fuck that. Nigga, I'm about to knock this motherfucker out. I ain't going.
5 to 10, Jeremiah.
I would've been on 5 to 10. I'm like, you saw her walk up on me, you see that camera?
Q. You have domestic violence? You understand? What you got to say about it? What's going on?
Domestic violence.
Let's
I
hear
mean,
from
yeah, man. I think, especially like when you're younger and your relationships with, people that you care about, and they know you really well, they can push your buttons and shit like that.
100%.
It's tough, man. It's tough being in a situation like that.
It is.
I'm definitely not for it at all, but it's all circumstantial. It's all circumstantial, just like he said. But being older and getting more mature, the younger me, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you no lie. If somebody was putting their hands on me or I felt threatened, it just was a natural reaction, especially like, you know, somebody just smacked the shit out you.
Right. Which you agree doesn't justify it. It's
never. It's never justified. But like I was saying a minute ago, it's more honorable when something like that happens to you and you can walk away. You know, one of my best friends, he was involved with that with his kid's mom, and you know they got into it, and he just ran from her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, she chased him around. He ran from her. It was serious, but he ran from her because he didn't want it to escalate or anything to happen. You know,
because you already know.
So when the police came. You know, they was trying to take her to jail, but he was like, "Nah, don't take her to jail." You know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah.
No, she need to go to jail.
You know.
No,
You like Mike Epps? Whoever get the
phone first, the other one's going to jail. Yes, no, they need to go to jail.
You know what? And I agree with you on that because I'm gonna tell myself in a certain situation. I was at Watauga Rec one time. I was hooping.
I remember this story.
I was hooping. I got a call at Watauga Rec. Matter of fact, I was playing in the league with you. I got a call, and it was like, "Hey man, your girl's on the phone." I'm like, "The fuck she doing calling the rec?" So I get on the phone, and my boy Mike was like, "Hey bro, you need to get to the crib now." So I'm like, "Shit, I get to the crib." Mm-hmm. My homie, I'm not saying no names, but I got one homie on this side, another homie on this side, my girl and the other girl I was fucking with on the couch. And I'm like, hold up. So, right when that happens, I ain't gonna lie, I got mad and punched a hole through the wall. What happened? Hey, he here's been violent, I'm scared. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I ain't touch her. Mm-hmm. Now, I did have a knife, don't get me wrong. Hold on, wait.
Goddamn, Arthur James.
No. I had the knife. This is why I had the knife on. Real shit. I had a knife on my boy. Okay. Because my boy called the girl, not gonna say no names, called the girl and invited her to my crib with the girl I was breaking up with at the time. So I'm seeing two girls sitting on the couch. One knows the situation, the other one don't know the situation, and he provoking got him there.
Right.
So I'm mad in the bitch, so I pulled out a butcher knife on him and was like, "Yo, bro, I'm about to slice your ass up."
Is he still your boy?
Nigga, no.
Well, say his name.
No, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that because it bring something up, and I might get some more violence, and it ain't gonna be domestic. So, but the thing is, she called the cops like I was the person trying to attack her. Never did that, right? Never touched her. Never even went at her.
Which her? The breaking
girl,
up with,
the girl that
or
I was
the side
breaking up
piece?
with. No, the other girl acted like she didn't know what was going on. Like, oh my God, I didn't know he had a girl. I didn't know she was living here. Yes, you did. No, I told her.
That's
so, yeah, that's some bullshit. So, but she called the cops. Mm-hmm. Like I had did something. I never touched any one of them. I punched a hole in the wall. My wall that I'm paying rent from, and my name's on the damn lease. So
how close were they to the wall?
Not even. They was on the couch here. I punched the wall here. It don't matter.
Just kidding.
So the cops get there. So me being in panic mode, knowing that like I'm gonna go to jail no matter fucking what. If she says I touched her or I was scaring her, I'm going to jail. Mm-hmm. So I took the fuck off running. I'm in Bedford for a foot race. You know what I'm saying? Cops want to catch my ass. You can forget about that one. You know what I'm saying? But I was out of there. But I ended up going to my other friend's house over in Euless. I ran almost all the way to Euless. I'm in Bedford. Now don't get me wrong, it's close
right
driving,
there. Yeah, right there, yeah.
but it ain't close walking.
Right, yeah.
And so I ended up, and I'm in his weight room talking. He's like, "Nigga, oh my God, nigga, what happened? I can't believe she called the cops on you." But I'm thinking in my head at the same time, like, women can get away with just picking up the phone and just saying, "He hit me." It doesn't matter.
He raped me.
He doesn't matter. If we actually did something, you're gonna get indicted off the simple call. So some men I know, I actually asked a man, two in a barbershop about this. Do you just be like, fuck it, if I'm gonna go to jail, I might as well whoop her ass? I had some dudes, no bullshit. I had some dudes be like, I'm gonna touch her ass.
I mean, I'm as well.
If I'm gonna go to jail anyway, I'm gonna go to jail for a reason.
Me, huh?
But the bad thing about that is because we do know this. And see, the thing is, do you agree with that happens? That we can go to jail for anything, right? Yeah. Do you agree with that? I do. Agree? And do you agree? So with that being said, we have to be smarter. I know I was young, but we got to be smarter as males to know that when that domestic violence situation comes up, we have to avoid and leave the situation.
Easier said than done.
It is easier said than done.
But in that case, you never committed domestic violence and it still happened.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if you there at the scene of the crime, like once that shit get escalated to where it becomes a violence, gotta go. Because it happened to me again. Similar situation. I ain't even let it get to that. The second there was an argument, nope.
I mean, I feel like once she still called and said something.
She could have said, but see, but therefore then there's no evidence involved in that. See, the evidence is when she get there, I'm there, hole in the wall. People with witnesses there, I'm going to jail. But if you come there, all she gotta do, he punched a hole in the wall. That's how mad he was. You see a hole in the wall. There's enough evidence to take me to jail. If I'm never there, never involved in it, and completely leaves, you only got so much you can use.
But that's also the girl. That's her setting you up.
Yes. Okay. Well, but it ain't even a setup.
I mean, it could have been.
No, that wasn't a setup. But that's just how she is.
You could have punched the wall a month ago, and she could have called and said, "There's a hole."
But that's the biggest. Yes. But that's the problem. Is that my thing is the males already know that we're going to lose in that situation. So we have to start being smarter in those situations. When it escalates, and especially if that woman has a history of even doing that.
That's red flag.
Get out the damn relationship and get out the situation. Right. Because we're not going, that's a situation we will not ever win. It don't matter if you black.
Some women like for dudes to kick their ass. They like it.
A lot of them do.
You know, like, so
but are you going to win that situation?
That's a love language for them, you know.
Some women get beat up. Some women get their ass whooped a lot and won't leave the situation.
But that's true.
That's true.
Because even if they call the police, they're going to be like, shit, you want to press charges? Because in some instances, the police can't do nothing unless you say go further and take his ass out of here.
Yeah.
And if not, then shit, you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah,
they like being in that situation.
Yeah,
I know women like that.
Some women do like being in a situation, but don't make it okay with them getting their ass.
No, it don't make it okay.
I feel like I wouldn't even say they like the shit. They become immune to it.
Yeah.
Don't nobody like getting their ass. Like you ain't gonna never convince me that a woman be like, oh shit, I want to fuck. No, I don't want to fuck. Punch me. No.
Yes.
No.
Hit me, punch me.
Yeah, I'm never going to agree with that. That a woman going to like that shit, she may be immune to it, is what she used to, but I don't think she's going to want that. That's not a want.
If that's all she knows, then.
If that's all she knows,
that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much that's in a situation like that. A lot of time, that's all they know.
That's BDSM.
That's all they know. All they know. That's the way they communicate. So, some people communicate that way. Some people communicate by getting their ass kicked. That's how they think the guy love them.
I don't get that shit.
I mean,
yeah.
you don't get it,
I don't, but
that's true.
But that's true. They go back to like what I just said. I know some women who are actually like that.
I don't want to. They want to fight my ass. You tell me how that makes sense.
It don't. But it don't. But you in other people's. You can't be in other people's minds, bro. That's right.
I was in a situation before where
they walking and talking. They got a brain.
I always tried to escalate it to that point, and it would get crazy to the point where I had the presence of mind to be like, what the fuck going on? Like, damn, this motherfucker want me to jump on her. I'm like, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Did she get whooped? Your ass whooped a lot? Did she, in previous relationships? You know? Yeah. So with that being said,
beat her ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But before those things happened, do you think that was something that she wanted to happen, or is that was something that she just got used to because someone was doing it to her?
It's psychological.
It's a learned behavior.
Okay.
It's a learned behavior.
I'll put it to you like this. Okay. I messed with a chick, and she had PTSD. Like how I'm talking.
That's some different shit.
Listen,
right there, though.
Right from her last marriage. So how I'm talking to you right now, she'd tell me I'm yelling at her, and I'd be like, well, I'm not yelling at you.
It's confrontational, so
right, and she would be ready to, buck up because she felt like she had to defend herself, and she was ready to put hands on me, and I'm like, yo, so I had to.
And that goes back to an episode we had before. Red flags. When we see that shit, move. We gotta keep, because it's like we allow something that woman or that man is giving us to stay there. People will tell you who they are. When they tell you who they are, fucking believe them.
When do you ever see somebody move though?
Who they are.
When some shit happened to them.
What you mean?
You don't see them just leaving. Unless you watching the motherfucking movie. You
but
know what I'm saying?
Like move states or like.
I'm just saying. No. Like you just said.
In the moment.
Like you said, when you're in a situation like that, remove yourself from it.
Yeah.
Like he said, it's very easier said than done.
I've done it though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. After a while, once you start being on the earth a little bit longer and gain some knowledge, then you know, hey, look.
Oh yeah,
but that's also what I said. Like
we
were
sit
younger.
here at the age we are now and be like, hey, if I'm talking to a chick and we're dating, we're in a relationship and everything like that, and next thing you know, the shit goes sour and she hits me. I know right then and there, once that situation is over with, I'm not talking to you again.
Right.
I'm not coming back over to see you.
But that's
I don't even need you to apologize.
But that's the biggest problem that we have to deal with, right? So it's real cliche, but the children are what?
Future.
So therefore, we're speaking on them to not even ever touching those situations.
Yeah,
we're trying to teach them to no, don't even get your shit into that, because we think about this. We learn from those situations, right?
That's true. That's true leadership.
Fucking wrong.
That's true leadership. It's demonstration.
Yeah, because if those things, we got lucky in some of those situations because they don't always come out like that.
Right. Nah.
So we want to teach these kids, and these not necessarily kids, but younger people that's going through those situations, get out of them before it starts. Because there's always red flags. You just have to see them.
And not ignore them.
Yeah.
You will see them.
Yeah.
Every fact you see them, you will see them. Just don't ignore them.
Because it's
no matter how much it could be your crush. Because 9 times out of 10, when you ignore the red flags, it's with somebody you really like.
That comes with experience and maturity.
Yeah. And somebody you really like. Because I guarantee you, if it's somebody that you really just didn't like that, and they show the red flag,
we gotta quit going off of what age brings maturity. No. Experience that. It does. Because then another thing, you think about so many women, bro. If you really think about so many women are in jail right now because they haven't got their ass whooped, and then they started to retaliate. And
retaliation is murder.
It's murder.
We all seen Snap.
Do y'all remember that? What was the light skinned chick that got put in jail for actually she had been trapped.
Oh, she was being sexual. She killed the dude.
And she killed the dude. And she in jail.
And she was in jail for it.
Crazy.
She got off. Yeah, she got a Netflix special.
Because they realized how crazy that was.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So many women go through that, and we as men have to learn to express that women truly go through those things.
All right. Let me ask a question because we got to end soon. So let me ask one question.
Go ahead.
With the whole, I'm gonna bring this instance because this was talked about among most domestic violence.
Okay.
This situation right here. Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Oh man, don't get me started on that shit.
Just real quick before we wrap up, how do you feel? We gonna go around the room and talk about it.
Bullshit.
You.
When the real story came out, when he talked about his side and what she was doing.
Bullshit.
You know it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Okay. Now I'm gonna sit here and say bullshit, and the reason why is because I'm not saying that the nigga didn't put hands on him. But her side, but the extent, but she was not held accountable for nothing. I feel like she did a whole goddamn a thin line between love and hate. Went home, put an orange in a sock, and beat the shit out of her sister.
You know, go ahead,
Shanique. When that story came out, what did you think?
I mean, initially it was like, yeah, he did it. Like,
right, you saw her face, you damaged.
Right, absolutely.
Right. After you heard
growing
the situation.
Older, I think that she provoked him, most likely.
Which don't make it okay.
At all.
Well, judging by the story, they were driving, she grabbed him by his balls while they were driving. I'm talking about, now I'm gonna be honest, nigga grabbed by my balls while I'm driving, nigga.
Well, that's part of being shit.
Like, I'm gonna hit your ass.
You're trying to protect yourself.
Right.
Okay.
But the reason,
what you think about it?
I just thought it was unfortunate.
Right.
All the way around, it was an unfortunate situation.
I took the actual evidence behind it and why I thought it was bullshit.
But nobody does that when it comes to that shit. Nobody takes
They just like,
look at him, he did it. No, it's like, no. It's two sides to a story. Let's look at this.
And then we look at it. This side of her face was damaged, but he's driving and hitting her like this supposedly. No,
don't add up.
This side is cool, but this side is fucked up. Nah. And then the car behind him saying that they saw it. He was a white Lamborghini at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The car don't shake, no drop, no movement. But you see her face like that look like some thin line between love and hate shit. Like you said, take them oranges and beat the shit out your way. But then
you get publicists, you get regulators.
But we also got to do like this. It's a difference on stories. Remember how OJ killed Nicole Simpson? Well, we know he killed.
We know he killed it.
And went back and said, if I would have did it, this is how I would have done. He didn't get convicted, did he?
Right.
No. So, but when you get convicted of something, you like Mike Vick did with the dogs, you cannot go back and say you are now innocent of it. So when he was explaining, he had to take the L on the shit.
Yeah.
Regardless, but the evidence shows that shit did not happen that way.
But that's why when the real story, when he came out with his documentary, and then she even went back and said it was all because she thought he was talking to some chick at the award show.
Right.
She saw him
texting.
And when he hadn't talked to her, so when they got in the car on the way, she went completely nuts. Like, you still talking to this bitch.
Which if it wasn't Chris Brown, if this wasn't a person that had that type of status, he would never been able to recover from that.
Now, and then the crazy thing, what we were just talking about, she went back after the whole thing died down. She went back to him.
Guilty.
That is mind-boggling. You just dragged this man's whole career, and you go back.
Yeah, I don't.
It's crazy. So we gotta wrap it up, but I'm just gonna leave with a final thought. When it comes to domestic violence, first of all, nobody should be hitting anybody. Females, I need y'all to be smarter. Do not fuck with somebody that's stronger than you. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't poke a line.
Yeah. Not at all.
Because you're gonna get your ass mauled.
100%.
Okay, I'm just saying that right now. Men, you some bitches if you hit a woman. But women, so are you. If you hit a man, you a bitch too. That's all I gotta say.
But if she identifies as a male,
Man.
That's how we gonna end it. And we gonna end it.
Hey, we be back next week, man. I'll be damn. I appreciate y'all time. We holla at you. We out.